So basically, the Amber smear campaign continues along with Coco in the mix. You know, as I said before, writers, you never really have to use Sheila and Angelina to prove this particular point and the topic you're trying to prove. You could have done this without them, but hey, I guess you figured you'd do it this way. Let's go.
Anytime. You need my opinion, I got you.
Oh, Lord have mercy.
So,
Oh, I need to unload some of this stuff out of this bag. It's like a midget in there. Jesus. Oh.
okay. Let me ask you a question.
What's up, girl?
I told you about Diesel.
Yeah.
You seem pretty shocked. I mean, I was.
Well, yeah, I mean, of all people in all of ATL, I mean, dang,
Well,
dang.
as someone who has dealt with going back and forth in relationships,
Lord.
Which needs to stop because obviously it breeds indecision. It says that you're indecisive. It says that, you know what I mean, like you're not sure as to what you're trying to do. And God is not a God of confusion. He's generally a God of clarity. And if you ask him enough for enough clarity, then you will actually have it and have it provided. But proceed with the advice you're giving.
and feelings not subsiding.
Which way I ask you, child?
I was just wondering, do you still love Diesel?
I'm always gonna have love for him in my heart. Yeah, I mean, yeah, I love him, you know, but the love for myself took precedence, if that makes sense.
All right, so fair topic. Again, yes. Again, O'Neill keeps saying there are no guarantees in love. So, in other words, even though O'Neill think the Diesel character is a what you call it now, a very solid character for the most part. The previous Diesel, whatever Diesel them bringing us to us now, is something different. But what we know of the Diesel character is that he has been very, very solid. But in the grand scheme of things, Coco still has a right to decide if she wants to deal with that or not, and she's not incorrect, right? If she decides that she wants to leave Diesel. So just so you know how O'Neill feel about it, even though on the thing say O'Neill always just ripping against women. No, she right if she want to move on.
That brother was a lot. And I have spent the majority of my life fixing a lot of men to be the best men they can be to another woman.
And you preached a whole sermon. Man.
I'm just saying, girl.
All right, so let me just mark this piece down. So the whole idea of you ladies saying them fixing men for whatever it is, number one, you shouldn't be fixing anybody because you don't need to fix anybody at all. And I think that you will have men who will say that they've been spending them time trying to fix women as well, because women do go through a lot of traumatic things as well and then carry those baggages into relationships. Look, I would want to say that you probably want to try to just be with somebody and see how it work out. That's why I keep using that phrase. Even when we're talking about Tamira yesterday, I said that and I said, you need to look on that because the whole idea of you trying to fix man, you can't fix no man, you're not a man mechanic.
I'm tired of being the fixer-upper. I'm tired of healing them so they can take their healed selves to somebody else. And Diesel, as much as I loved him, I saw the pattern. I saw I was doing it again. And when God presented the opportunity for me to leave, I did.
So if he got himself all the way together, though, I mean, like on medication and therapy and all of that, you couldn't give him a second chance?
Good question, but see, Amber, everybody's not working like how you're working, where basically you decide that no matter what Anthony does, you give him the second chance and third chance and fourth chance. Because I think Anthony's on more than a second chance. I think Anthony more like a fourth or fifth chance at this point in time, if you ask me. But again, this idea or notion that you're getting into relationships to fix a man is ridiculous, or fix a woman. I'm never in a relationship for say me can come fix nobody at all. The idea is I be me, the person be them, and either we both work or we don't work. But the fixing of men is a very, very concerning statement. You should not be looking to do any of that in any relationship, and no one should be coming in to try to fix you, which is why there are no guarantees in love. So if a man decide that you're not it, then you should let him walk, just like Iman has walked on Shayla.
I mean, I think we would have to be friends for a while. I would have to see that that is consistent.
Yeah.
Because you got to understand, that man took me on an emotional roller coaster, honey.
I mean, but not intentionally. I
I
think.
know, and that's why I never will hold it against him. You know what I'm saying? That's why I will always love him and have love in my heart for him. But that took a toll on me.
Yeah.
That's a fair comment. Mental health can take a toll on people. So again, she fear. See, only now complain. If she want to go about her business because she thinks she can't manage it, she well within her right. It's called choice.
I didn't know what diesel I was going to get every time I walked in the door. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, right now, I just feel like it's best that I work on me and he works on him. And if the fate and the stars and the universe or whatever decides that Diesel and I are supposed to be back together, then it shall be. But that's not something I'm actively pursuing. I'm not looking for that. Yeah. Now, I will say this. I will alter the universe if he ends up with Red Rooster.
Because I was thinking, you working.
See, no, that is capping because again, so you want life to work one way one time, but it not to work the next way the next time, and that's kind of what Oni was saying with the whole idea of this entire thing. So no, in the grand scheme of the topic, Coco again has missed her entire points. Everything she said before has now just been what you call now eradicated by that one statement. Because guess what? If we're going to look at it from the grand scheme of things, you can't choose for Diesel. That's the deal. In other words, him have to choose for himself. He has to see things for himself. And you can't complain if you leave him and someone else takes him up. That's just the truth. Just like if me leave a woman and somebody else take her up, I can't complain about it. I left her.
You and he working on him. She probably working on him.
I can't let him go down like that.
I'm just saying.
I can't let him go down like that. I mean, no disrespect. But you high yellow bros. There's something wrong with y'all. It's the lack of melanin in your brains or something. It's something wrong with y'all. I don't know. I'm gonna leave.
All right, so basically, so the melanin, the melanin crew basically is going out of whack. Look, I'm again. This is such a great conversation, and I wished that they would have had it, but it looked like the writers and don't plan to do that for us anytime soon. I wish I would have had these conversations without the other piece of the puzzle. But okay, since they want to give it to us this way to discuss, I guess we'll discuss it this way. But writers, you don't really have to use you don't have to use the Sheila and the Angelina to prove all of this conversation. We would have watched it anyways. If me wrong, people in the comments say, you know what, I would not have watched this if they hadn't put Angelina and Sheila in the mix. I don't think so. People had loved the Diesel character. The Diesel character is one of those characters that you started to like because there was a certain level of steadiness to him. You understood what it was. He's a man with some mental health challenges. That's what he was. So yes, his instability is not by because he's unstable as a man, but he's unstable because he has these different mental health diagnoses that goes from time to time. They go in ebbs and in flows. And in fact, you have a lot of people with mental health challenges. The only difference is that them just don't, get help or seek help for those mental health challenges. So that's all it really and truly is. But yes, in the grand scheme of things, you shouldn't be out there doing a man fixing or woman fixing. But give me a take. I'm going to talk to y'all soon.